Olympic gymnast and champion Mary Lou Retton has been diagnosed with pneumonia. She is currently in intensive care. The 55-year-old former Olympic champion has been in the ICU for more than a week, unable to breathe on her own. Her daughter, McKenna Kelly, just updated fans about this on social media. Well, pneumonia can be deadly, and it should be taken very seriously. That's why we have Dr. Forrest Arnold with UofL Health here in studio to talk about how you can protect yourself. So first, doctor, thank you for coming on today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's talk a little bit about pneumonia. What is it, and how does it affect the body?
Pneumonia is an infection of the lungs, and when you have a local infection, you get the cough, but then it becomes systemic, and you get a fever. So your whole body will feel terrible. And I hate that I hear that about Mary Lou Retton because I grew up with her, you know, watching her in the Olympics. This is terrible.
Well, it's making it topical, and it's a good time because going into the winter, we know that's when you can see some of those. So what do you suggest people at home do be aware of? What can they do to prevent this, or at least prevent it from getting too serious?
Right, I think we've become a little lackadaisical with pneumonia. We hear it and we say, oh dear, but it's really a big deal. And I can't, you know, yell and be so dynamic in front of a patient. But on the inside, I'm like, wow, pneumonia, this is terrible. One thing we could do is get our vaccines, because a lot of people will get the flu and then they get bacterial pneumonia right behind it. So they get a double whammy. I have a patient in the ICU right now with this.
Wow. She's
on the ventilator and she's upside down, which we learned in COVID, that people do better on their stomach than they do on their back.
Wow, so interesting.
Yeah, it is. And somebody might think, well, if I get pneumonia, they'll just put me on my stomach. But you do not want to be this lady. She's unconscious. She has a tube coming out of her mouth. She's on 100% oxygen. And maybe it was just a flu shot that could have, you know, prevented that.
So now is the time to get that flu shot. Make sure we're taking care of some of those good things. I mean, it's a good heads up that you don't just get pneumonia. Sometimes it can start a lot different.
Right, and so there's 3 shots. The RSV is a new one for older people, a flu shot, and your pneumonia shot for the most common bacteria that causes pneumonia.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Dr. Arnold, for coming on, giving us this important heads up. And I learned something new about the stomach ventilator. I did not know about that, so it's very interesting.
A lung ventilator, but you're on your stomach.
Yeah, but you're on your stomach.
Yes.
Yeah, very interesting. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks.